Hello everybody, how you guys doing? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing a review on Milim. This is my Milim, Exodia. She has a mythic, an attack, mythic and SPA, and a secret and range. If you want to evolve Milim, you're going to need 1 honey bottle, 10 purple rune stones, 10 blue, 10 red, and then 3 rainbow runes. And let me just confirm here. There we go. There's our secret Milim Lord. Let's replace Albedo. And there we go. Here's another look at her. She's pretty easy to get if you just farm the Honey Rush. It's a 1% chance, but I've already gotten quite a few Milims. I've gotten more than this, but I like to keep 1 row of units, just because I like collecting them. But I've probably gotten about 2.5 more rows than this. So it's not that hard to get, especially if you watched my AFK Honey Rush farm. And let's get right into the showcase in the Infinite Wave. I'm curious to see how she'll stand up. Okay, let's see our first attack. It's a single like AoE attack, and we'll put Milim up here. Alright, now let's look at Milim's passives. Here we got Demon Lord. Every time you attack, increases attack boss damage by 10%, up to 200%. And we got Dragon Race, which means it's I'm going to assume that means immune to all stuns. I'll go with that. I'm not sure what is assume to all stuns means. I'm gonna assume that means immune. And then we got Strongest Dragon, which deals 50% more damage to bosses affected by bleeding. So if you have someone like Shout here, it looks like Milim's going to be good for that purpose. She starts with about 20,000 attack power with my mythic and attack, and then 5.5 SPA and 33.1 range, which then gets buffed up to almost 40k attack power, and with a SPA of still 5.5, range is 38.1. And then upgrade 2 brings that up to 58.9 thousand attack with an SPA of 5.4 still, and a range of 39.8, which that range gets buffed up to 41.4 on upgrade 3 with the same 5.4 SPA with an attack of 63.8 thousand. And then we unlock Dragon Cleaver, which is still it's a wider splash, like single target damage. And then we're doing 68.7 thousand damage. SPA went down to 5.3 with a range of almost 60. Upgrade 5 buffs up damage to 78.5 thousand. SPA stays the same at 5.3. Range is 59.7. Attack will go from 78.5 to 83.4. With an SPA of 5.2. Range is 61.3. Upgrade 7, 88.3 thousand attack. SPA of 5.2. And then a range of 63, which on upgrade 8, it goes down to 59.7. SPA is 5.2, attack is 98.1. Upgrade 9 buffs that attack up to 107.9. SPA stays at 5.2, range is at 66.3. Range stays the same on upgrade 10, but attack changes to 117.8. Now on upgrade 11, we unlock Dragon Lure, which is the max, which buffs damage up to almost 200,000 with an SPA of 6.7, range of 66.3, but it is an AoE attack of a fairly large circle. Let me upgrade Rimuru back here, seems to be losing. There we go, that's close. This is without buff from Idol. And Dragon Breath. I'm gonna move her back here towards where Rimuru is. Get rid of him, upgrade Milim. Just so we can see what Dragon Breath does, we'll let him come out a little bit. Okay, we'll wait till this next wave on wave 30. And here we go, Dragon's Breath. Buffs damage up to 2.2 million. It looks like a huge wind-up time. With a huge beam of light. That looks like it'd be a multi-hit. I don't know how many times though, if it is a multi-hit, but these enemies aren't strong enough to really be able to tell if it is a multi-hit or not. Now we'll proceed on with the idle buff. So with idle active, Milim gets 294.4 thousand attack with an SPA of that drop down to 6 with a range of 72.9, which results in a huge circle. It's fairly big, covers a large area, especially on this one track where it loops a lot, and she's doing a ton of damage. I'll be back with you when her ability is ready to use, and we'll check that out. Back, the cooldown is over, so we'll do the Dragon's Breath with the idle buff. Goes from 294.4 attack to 2.3. It used to be 2.2, so it is more. Now this is about probably 10 seconds. Oh, 15 seconds? Yeah, 15 seconds for the attack, which is quite a lot, but it does cover the entire field and it does not seem to be a multi-hit. But it does attack everything on the field. I think that guy just spawned in, so he wasn't affected by it. Or it's just the fact that it shot out that way instead of this way. I'll try it again, and we'll see where we get and see if anything else changes. I'll be back with you when we're on a higher wave, so we can see if she does tick damage on a boss or not. And we're back. Here's Milim. I changed her priority to last, so that if we use Dragon's Breath, hopefully it blasts out that way. And we have a boss with 5 million HP. Let's see how much damage Dragon's Breath will do. It takes about 15 seconds to charge, so we should somewhat be good. If it blasts it out this way, then make sure your priority is set to last. If it sets it out that way. If it sets it out that way, then it has to be inside the range, so. I know this looks like a multi-hit because there's more numbers here, but this is just her AoE circle after she's done attacking, so it's a single hit. I can't exactly tell if that's a it's not a multi-hit, no. These guys have 5 million HP, it brought it down to half. So it is not a multi-hit, it is just a large beam, and it does deal a ton of damage to bosses, just in itself. It can deal a whole lot to a boss, mainly because of this, the Demon Lord, which increases damage up to 200%, and this one, which if you have a boss that is bleeding, you deal 50% more damage to it, which in total would mean you're getting up to 250% damage to bosses, which is quite a lot. It seems like it's quite useful if you're doing something like a boss rush, but Milim is kind of... She's alright. It doesn't seem to be super overpowered, but at the same time, if you need a boss that has a ton of HP, Milim seems to be really good at chipping it out with her overall damage, and with the idle buff as well. Milim seems to be a pretty solid choice. I don't know if I prefer her over someone else, but the fact that she's immune to stuns makes her as pretty good as well. If you have a boss that tends to stun you a lot. But that's it for the Milim review showcase, and goodbye.